Did one of Marshawn Lynch and one of myself at Cal, and it's pretty sweet. My boy Sam Kane, he's the artist. He helped spray airbrush them, and we add game-used material, chin straps, mouthpiece, parts of the helmet. So these things are pretty sweet deal. You can check out my website, ZacharianFollett.com, and you can see a bunch of pictures of them.
So what did you do? Do they have them, or did you keep them?
They have them, and then I actually got the one of myself. I have too, because Jeff Tedford bought it, and then he gave it to me and helped donate the money, and then I have it now. So it's a pretty sick. My mom was happy that I got it back.
Love it. So the one you made for me, you did that last night.
Yeah, I did it last night.
Very impressive, dude. Thank you very much. I know that's respect, and I appreciate it. 1-800-636-8686. You know, I was going to ask you this question at the very beginning, but now it's pretty self-evident. But as I mentioned, you're a cult hero. How do you feel that the connection you have with the fans here, how did that come to be, and why do you think it exists?
I mean, I'm so glad that I did end up in Detroit. Anyone else be like, man, I'm in Detroit. They don't win, but I mean, Detroit's a town of a bunch of blue-collar people that work, you know, and I mean, my whole life I went to the blue-collar high school, Cal, we're blue-collar, we work, and I fit in perfect with the kind of mentality people have and the passion. The biggest thing I've got from the fans is just we love your passion out on the field. We haven't seen a Lions show that in years. I mean, that's all I got. That's why I'm in the NFL. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in the NFL because I'm big, strong, fast. I'm in the NFL because I play with my heart, and I give it everything I got, so I mean, it's been great. And the biggest thing that keeps the fans connected, I mean, you can hit me up on my Facebook page, email. I'm going to hit you back. That's my boy John Gus said to me, he said, hey, what's going to set you apart from every other athlete, you're going to respond to them. You're going to respond to Twitter. You're going to respond to Facebook. And that's what I've been doing every time because we're in the NFL. We get done with workouts at 12. I got the next 6 hours to chill at my house. That's when I'm hitting people back.
I know, dude. We only got like 5 followers. How hard could it be?
Very true. After today, we'll see.
Not after today, man. I like it. I'm just messing with you. You know, it's funny because on paper, it shouldn't be a great fit. I see the way people respond to California athletes. You know, you guys are the ones who are supposed to be soft and flaky, and you went to Cal, so you got to be a stoner and a hippie. Yet here you are in a blue-collar town. They love you, and you love them. On paper, it shouldn't have gone that way. How do you feel about living and working in the city of Detroit?
Man, it's been a change of scenery. You're right, coming from Cal, the hippiness out there, the craziness out there, people living in trees. And so we coming in Detroit. I mean, it's a little more ground. You got the people in the auto industry. I mean, just work. And I mean, the fans have embraced me because I have the same kind of style. So I hope I can get that contract extension and stay here for a while and turn this organization around.
How does that look?
It looks good. I just signed my 1-year deal right now. I'm kind of year to year right now. So once they get me on the field, I can show them I can do a lot more than just rip dudes' head off on special teams. Then hopefully we can get something going.
Plus, you got to commit to Twitter now. I got you up to 463.
Okay.
You got to get this kid to 1,000 before the end of the program now. I mean, that would be a huge win. 467, cha-ching, 4 more.
That's what's up. The owner of it, he said, I just want to let you know, once you step in this cage, there's nothing I can do or you can do to stop this beast of doing what he wants to do. So, I mean, enter at your own risk. And I mean, I went in there. I read comments like, I mean, no wonder why this guy doesn't start on defense because he's retarded going in that lion cage. And I mean, tell you the truth, I got God with me. I'm protected. The way he's using me right now, I don't think that I'm going to be eaten up by a lion in what I'm trying to do.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. I'll see you over at the track. It wasn't about protection. It was about your look, man. Right? It was about representing.
That's right. Represent the lion logo.
There you go. All right, 1-800-636-8686. He made a pretty interesting point. It's Hockey Town. The Red Wings are an amazing franchise. They've had incredible success. But deep down, this really is a football town, isn't it? Despite the lack of success recently, this is a football town.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they've been telling me. And, I mean, we don't win very many games, and we still got people coming out to the games. But they said, hey, once you start winning here, you will see this place going crazy. When Barry Sanders was here, it was unlike anything else, and that's what we're trying to get it back to. I mean, it was kind of, I got to give credit to the Lord because it wasn't until he found me that changed me and made me grounded. Because in high school, I was cocky. I was around, thought I was the man making all the tackles. And then, I mean, I remember that year in high school, he broke my leg, and I remember sitting by there saying, like, all right, I mean, you could take it away from me as much as you give it to me, so I'm going to start serving you. And since I've been serving him, I'm sitting in the Jim Rome show right now. You know what I mean?
Zach, is that what you think? You think that you were being disrespectful and kind of a knucklehead and you paid a price for it?
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, we're all destined for plans. And when you're a knucklehead, you're not going to reap blessings. You're not going to get benefits in life. People are going to not like you. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of haters in high school of me, you know, that seeing where I'm at now. And it's a little sweet for those guys that used to, I mean, because I used to get bullied. I was a little freshman, all the older guys. And the same guys hit me up on my Facebook page saying he's going to watch your show. And that's the same guy that used to, you know what I mean, hit me in my stomach when he cut in lunch line. I told him, hey, man, get to the back. I had to go to the nurse's office, hit me so hard. But, you know what I mean? The same guy's coming back to me and saying, hey, man, I'm going to watch you on the show. So,
so what do you think? Is all forgiven and forgotten? Or you're like, hey, wait a minute, hold up now. You were the jerk in high school that made me miserable.
No, man, it's all forgiven. I mean, you're going to forgive, but, I mean, that's the kind of motivation.
You don't forget?
You don't forget. You never forget, ever forget. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, this coaching staff that we got in, Mayhew's, they're doing work. And, I mean, the draft that they had with me and the rest of the crew and the draft that they're planning on this year and the free agents they're bringing in, they're making the right moves to get us a winning organization. So, I mean, I'm definitely excited about the future.
You know, thank you for that phone call. I'm looking at your Twitter page. So you've got the cutout up on your website already, the one that you did for me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm clicking on it. It's not going through. But I know this. You're now up to 498 followers.
Okay. Yeah.
We're almost at 500.
Tick-tock clock. There it goes.
That's it. All right, so go to the website. He's actually got the cutout that he made for me up on his own website, ZackFollett.com. All right, so go there. That's up. And on the Twitter page, I'm trying to get this thing going. Let me just hit refresh, Zach, real quick and see if we got to 500. I also love that lick. You've got behind the Twitter page, the wallpaper is that lick that you laid on the Rams, which was huge. And now you're at 508.
Okay, there we go.
Now you got to own that, though, right? Now that you've got them, you have to keep them, and you got to feed the beast.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to feed
know that,
him.
right?
You know, I mean, I'm not going to get too big in my britches. I'm a Jim Rome show. I don't got to do. I'm going to stay grounded, man. And not just Lord, man. I got my mom to keep me grounded too, because I'm going to keep it real.
Moms will keep you straight, right?
Moms will keep you straight. And when I was a kid, I mean, I was a huge sports fan. I sent out my favorite players' cards to be autographed. And, I mean, I'd never get half of them back, but the ones that Peyton Manning sent one back, and, I mean, when guys like that would send back an autographed rookie card of themselves, dude, it made my whole entire month. I went to school, show and tell, everything. So, I mean, my mom always, and I promised my mom, I said, Mom, when I'm in the NFL, I'm going to do the same thing for my fans. And now I'm here, and I'm not going back. And she reminds me of it all the time, so I won't go back on it.
All right, so last thing, you know, it's amazing. It's a good thing they drafted you, because were you not drafted, you would have been a free agent, and you might have ended up someplace else, and it might not have been like this. I mean, were you already kind of gearing yourself? When you didn't go early and you got to the 7th round, were you starting to think, all right, I'm going to have to pick some places where I want to go?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the draft was the longest day of my life, tell you the truth. 7th round's coming along, and now I'm starting to get the free agent phone calls. Everyone's calling me, hey, we want you to come here, come here. It's a funny story, man. The Raiders were on the phone with me. They called me, Zach, we want you to come here, be a free agent. And I said, okay. He's like, hey, I got another call. Stay on the phone. And I said, all right. But then all of a sudden my phone starts beeping. I said, I got another call as well. I'm going to have to, no, do not get off the phone with me. I'm going to get right back on. Don't take that call. And I said, hey, man, no disrespect, but you know, I'm out. Hung up the phone. It was the Lions with 235th pick. Zach, we're going to draft you. You're going to be a Lion. And tell you the truth, like you said, I didn't want to pick a free agent. I didn't want it to be in my hands of where God was going to place me. So I was praying, God, just put me where you want me. And this is where he put me. And I mean, this is what's going down. It's
a great story, but as a kid from Cali, didn't the thought of playing for the Raiders appeal to you?
I mean, tell you the truth, never was a Raider fan. It would be close. It would be nice to be close to home. But, I mean, Raiders was never my team whatsoever. Never. I was Minnesota. I was a Randy Moss, Dante Culpepper Viking fan growing up.
How'd that come to be?
Randy Moss. Randy Moss was the man when I was a kid. Every recess, I was out there trying to moss fools to jump over them, and that's how it came about.
Every recess, I was trying to moss fools and jump over them. Yeah, but at some point, though, you realize that, you know, and guys play, but not everybody hits people. You know, at some point, you know that you're going to let your pads do the talking for you, and you're going to lay some fools out. At what point in your life, in your athletic career, did you decide that's the guy I need to be, and I'm not going to moss fools?
I tell you the truth, if you actually check on YouTube, it says Zack Follett Cedarwood hit. It was me in 5th grade, my first game ever playing football. It was a school carnival, and we're playing Maple Creek. I'll never forget. And it felt like I was running through. It was like a trick reverse, and I come through, and here comes the running back. And I'm in 5th grade. I ran through and picked this kid up off his feet and slammed him down. You heard the hit back in this. My mom videotaped it. That's how you see the video. And, I mean, I remember looking up at my coach, and his eyes were so big.
Give it to me again.
It's Zack Follett Cedarwood hit. Okay. And made that hit. And after that, like, I'll never forget, my best friend's dad at the time came up to me and said, that kid's going to be in the NFL one day. I mean, things like that I don't forget because, I mean, that's what's up.
All right, so in 5th grade, we knew it. Let me see. I want to see if this is actually going to live up to the hype.
Coming.
Let's see.
Yeah. Pow! Dude. That was my first game I ever played.
At that point, I'm going to watch that again. That was the first game you ever played?
First game I've ever played.
The first lick you ever put on anybody?
Yep.
All right, so that's the point in time where you stop mossing fools.
Yeah.
As a 5th grader, Oh, yeah.
And started hitting dudes.
Oh, no, that's textbook, too.
Yeah.
You drove that kid right to the ground. That was solid.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come in this studio and hold it down for a half hour like you just did. Further evidence that you're not really a 7th-round pick. But I appreciate the artwork. I appreciate the interview. Keep doing what you're doing, and this is definitely not going to be the last time you and I come together. This lived up to the hype, and I'm really glad you did it.
Oh, man, I appreciate you having me, man.